Hello, my name is John. I wanted to tell you about my personal walk-away moment. Okay, now what happened was a couple of years ago, I didn't really pay much attention to Trump. I thought Hillary versus Trump, I thought Trump was put in there for the sole purpose of losing. And the way I saw it was I was a Democrat before, but I wasn't afraid to criticize Obama, you know. And I did. And every time I criticized Obama for over anything that seemed to me to be common sense, I'd be called a racist. That it was simply because it's black. It's like, I voted for the guy. I wanted him to win. He was better than McCain and the other. Who did he go against? Kerry? Come on, it was obvious. Obama. Okay, to me, at the time. And plus, I was a union worker, and the unions always told us, vote Democrat, vote Democrat. The political parties, the Democrats have the union vote locked down, or at least they did. And nowadays, I see a lot of union guys. They may put money into the union, who gives their money to the Democrats, but when it comes time to vote, they vote Republican. Okay. So what I found was I was always Democrat, and I used to get mad at Trump. I got mad at him over the Paris Accord. Now, what happened for me was that I decided on Facebook. I've always been a Facebook troll, just getting people worked up. And what I did was that I used to role play a bit. Pretend I'm someone else. And I have done it before. I'll probably do it again. But nowadays, I pretty much am who I am, and I say who I am. But I was doing the role play thing. And I said, I'm going to play a Trump supporter because I would see just the sheer mention of Trump's name would get people in a tizzy. They'd get nuts. They'd go bonkers. And I was like, oh, you get that mad about Trump? Well, then I'm going to be a Trump supporter. And also what was happening was that every time I was on Facebook bashing Trump, someone would confront me, and I realized I really didn't have much of an argument against Trump. I was just kind of like, I wasn't paying attention to politics. I would just fall back on emotions, and be like, I just don't like him. He's a jerk. Well, how are you going to argue with that? If someone says they don't like him, you can't argue that because the fact of the matter is, they don't like him. So, what I did was I was going into just dabbling around being a Trump supporter. I wanted to pretend to be a Trump supporter. I started researching what Trump supporters research. Okay, and I was taking their talking points. It was making sense. But to me, I was kind of like a moderate Democrat. So, I still didn't really believe much of it. Now, the funny thing is, who got me into it was a Megyn Kelly interview with Alex Jones. Now, always I was an Alex Jones fan. Always I was a conspiracy theorist. I always believed in conspiracies. And when I heard about Alex Jones, and I heard that he was a conspiracy theorist, I had to know about him. And then the more I watched him, I'm like, wait a minute. He sounds like a Trump supporter. That's the enemy. But I kept watching. He's entertaining, and I kept listening. And eventually, after the combination of Facebook research, trying to get my talking points from my little fake character, and the combination of Alex Jones, listening to him, I started to believe it. Okay? And then I really started to question what I was being spoon-fed, by mainstream media, who, by the way, I always knew I couldn't trust, but it just wasn't clicking with me. It just wasn't clicking. I was like, I can't trust mainstream media, but I was still listening to mainstream media and saying, well, maybe about 2% of what they say is false. Now I really think that I have a much better understanding of just how much in the pocket of the machine mainstream media is. I started watching Fox News, but you know what? I don't watch Fox News anymore. I always believed Fox News is fake. And now, to this day, after I believed Fox News, now I realize Fox News is fake again. Because you know what Fox News is? Fox News is for the Republicans. They're not for Trump. They're going to ride on Trump as long as it's convenient for them, as long as it gets them their ratings. You know, but they'll throw Trump under the bus. They have no real love for Trump. Now, that excludes Hannity and Tucker Carlson, who I love. Those two. Now, they're a little bit showmanship, but I think they really are a lot more awoke than a lot of other fucking Americans. They know what the hell is going on. MSNBC, CNN, that's garbage. Fox News, overall as a station, is garbage. Okay? But when it boils down to it, I found myself. And then I realized to myself, I was like, you know what, as a Democrat, nowadays, are these the things I stand for? When I was watching the other side, because I still kept up with the other side of the argument. I still kept up with what the news stations that I paid attention to. Like communism? Open borders? Are these the things I really stand for? No. Because while I was transitioning to Trumpism, my party discarded me. I was never for open borders. I mean, who the hell doesn't want to, when someone comes over the border, someone ID check them? Just check their ID. Who is this motherfucker? Yeah, there's the story of little Maria. She just wants a better future. Then there's the story of El Perro the Butcher. You know? I mean, who are they? We don't know. No one checked their goddamn IDs. I'm not for open borders, and I never was. You know, the economy booming. Yes, great. So now I really look at what the tax cuts. I'm making more per hour. I would have loved that even at my most bluest moment. So to me, it's just a matter of, you know what, it's not only did my party discard me, anything Trump says, that even if it's common sense, like, hey, the sky is blue, CNN will swear it's orange. And they've really shown their true colors. They've really shown their true colors, and that is why I am a Trumper. And I never was, and I am today, and I will die for that, man.